There's obviously multiple reasons for it. And there is three parts to this. The first part of it is the fact, where is the company at when it is seeking that funding? Has it reached that funding where it needs to get commercial funding, especially when you're looking at science and technology? It needs to be at a place where you have reached that milestone to get commercial funding, because typically in science-based technology, deep technology, disruptive cycle, the first part of it largely comes from grant government funding. And that's typically, it's not commercial funding that comes in. Either it has to be an industry which is investing into a technology, or it is an academic institution, or it is supported by incubators, accelerators, so largely coming from non-commercial or subvented capital. So we come and step in when there is commercial capital that's required. So that's one part of the problem, is the fact a lot of enterprises are not out of that range where they are getting into the commercialization range. So VC funds, the VC funds are taking a techno-commercial risk at different stages. So one of the biggest issues is, are they falling into the bucket of it? Are they ready for commercial capital? The second is that the number of players in that space itself, are they enough in the ecosystem that you're in? Are there enough players willing to take the first part of the commercialization journey in the ecosystem that you're in? And there is a gap there. And that's because of the risk that you would need to take on commensurate with the return that you can get. So capital flow could still be restricted because the entire risk return has not been worked out or is underdeveloped or immature in many markets. So if you go to the US and you are a biotech company, there are enough players who will be willing to take that risk. If you're looking at Asian, African markets, there might be lesser number of players who are willing to take that risk. And the third bit of it is the fact that how well are these companies? Are these really likely to be global? What is a return profile that you're looking at? And is it really a VCable opportunity? That's where the third bucket falls and where there are lots of issues. So I broadly put it across as these three.